Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Um, Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin, wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi washabihi rasulillahi ajmain. Amma ba'du. First of all, thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala that has given us gratitude, health, and strength so that now we can meet in this webinar session together and having interaction with each other. And then secondly, don't forget salawat and salam we send to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Because of him, we know the various sciences that they are today. The Honorable Mr. Azanil Primasepti, MPD, PhD, the Honorable, the presenter of today's webinar, and the Honorable, the audience that presents today's webinar this morning. Today, we would like to continue our webinar for the third session. But before that, actually, we have to starting this morning webinar with the speech that led by the Honorable Mr. Azanil Primasepti, MPD, PhD. To the Mr. Azanil, please, the time is yours.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Allahumma shalli ala Muhammad wa ala ali sayyidina Muhammad. We praise and thanks to Allah for the guidance to us, and of course the salawats we send to our great prophets Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ladies and gentlemen, dear students participating in this students seminar sessions. Today's sessions, we are going to have the session 3 of the student webinar on the topic of e-learning for English language teaching. And that's part of the activities that we are having in our class, e-learning management or e-learning for English language teaching and learning. This webinar is very important, where we can share and discuss issues in connection with the use of e-learning system or e-learning application in making the English teaching and learning easily and running very smoothly and effectively. And in the last couple of sessions, the students have different types of application to use in English language learning and teaching. So we have session 1 in the last couple of weeks, and then last week we have session 2, and today we're going to have session 3, while a number of students are also sharing different types of application they are very useful for having for managing and organizing the English language teaching and learning, that make the English language teaching and learning fun and enjoyable for students, for anybody who are studying English. Okay, I wish everybody's good luck and enjoy the session, and also let's share the knowledge, the information, and don't be afraid of having discussion, because we are all studying and learning as well as practicing. And we are, who knows, this idea of the e-learning application could lead us to a better research in the future. Good luck for the seminar, and thank you very much for everybody attending this, the third session of the students webinar on e-learning for English language teaching. And the webinar is officially open.
Thank you so much for Mr. Azanil Primasepti, MPD, PhD. And then now, before we start our webinar this morning, actually there are some stages that we will do this in this webinar. The first, second, and the third presenter will present their presentation for a few minutes. After that, we open the asking and answer the question to the presenter. Then next, also still the same for the next presenter to presenting their results. For the first presenter is Dini Safina. So Dini Safina, time is yours.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Dini Safina, NPM 2026. I will present about improving your writing skill with Coursera app. Writing is an essential skill that plays a crucial role in personal and professional success. Whether you are a student, a professional, or just someone who wants to improve their writing skills, Coursera app is here to help you. In this presentation, we will discuss how Coursera app can help you improve your writing skill and achieve your goals. We will also share success story of individuals who have used Coursera app to change their writing abilities. Next. Why writing skills matter. Writing skills are critical for effective communication, especially in today's digital age where written communication has become more prevalent than ever before. Good writing skills can help you express your ideas clearly, persuasively, and professionally, which can lead to better academic, career, and personal opportunities. Moreover, writing is a fundamental skill that is required in almost every profession, whether you are a journalist, a marketer, a lawyer, or an engineer, and especially you as a student and teacher. Next. Challenge in improving writing skills. Improving writing skills can be challenging, especially if you don't know where to start. Some of the common challenges people face when trying to improve their writing skills include grammar and punctuation error, lack of clarity and coherence, poor sentence structure, and limited vocabulary. However, with Coursera app, you can overcome these challenges and improve your writing skills at your own pace. Coursera app offers a variety of courses, feedback, and resources that can help you identify your weaknesses and improve your writing abilities. Next. How Coursera app can help. Coursera app offers a wide range of courses that cater to different levels of writing skills, from beginner to advanced. These courses cover various topics such as grammar, punctuation, sentence structure, and style, and are designed to help you improve your writing skill in a structured and engaging way. In addition to courses, Coursera app also provides personalized feedback from experienced instructor and peers, which can help you identify your strengths and weaknesses and improve your writing abilities. Moreover, Coursera app offers a plethora of resources such as writing prompts, quizzes, and articles, which can help you practice and refine your writing skills. Next. Okay, one of the success stories of Coursera app. Coursera app has helped numerous individuals improve their writing skills and achieve their goals. For instance, John, as a college student, used Coursera app to improve his academic writing skill and receive better grades on his assignment. This is just as an example. The success stories are a testament to the effectiveness of Coursera app in improving writing skill and achieving personal and professional success. Next. Okay, in conclusion, writing is an essential skill that can have a significant impact on personal and professional success. Whether you are a student, a professional, or just someone who wants to improve their writing skill, Coursera app is here to help you achieve your goals. With its wide range of courses, feedback, and resources, Coursera app can help you identify your weaknesses and improve your writing abilities in a structured and engaging way. Maybe that's all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, then thank you so much for the Safina. Now we go on to David Hidayatullah to presenting his presentation for the day. So David Hidayatullah, time is first.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm David Hidayatullah. Well, I will present the result of the PowerPoint that I made with title Improve Speaking Skill Using Duolingo Application. Okay, introduction. English as a global language make it easy for people to communicate which other even if they have a different culture or accent, communication will be something that is important to build the social condition of civil society in every country. The background of this is that get to know English language teaching to people whose first language is not English. Everybody in Asia or Europe where English is not their first language has a difference in teaching and learning about English. The four basic things of English, such as reading, writing, and speaking, will be a challenge they have to face. According to the four basic skills, speaking is the most difficult for most foreign speaker. Therefore, teachers need to have a special way of teaching about speaking in order to improve student skill. Next. Okay, one of the effort to improve student speaking skill in English subject can be done by making the widest use of learning resources. With the current development of technology, it is easier for students to practice their speaking skill. One of them can use the Duolingo application. This application can be used by students as an alternate learning medium to practice English speaking skill. The ability to speak or speaking skill is an important ability to communicate in English. The ability to speak can be very important because it is needed conversational or conversational activities. Speaking skills are also needed when communicating something like giving a presentation. There are several components of speaking skill that you should know and also learn to improve your ability to speak English properly and correctly. Next. Okay, the Duolingo application is a cross-platform, so it can be used on various operating systems such as Android, iOS, and Windows phones. It can also be used on computer operating systems such as Windows 10 and Mac also user. Can adapt to the device it has. Duolingo can be downloaded at application store providers such as the App Store and Play Store for free, so it can be said that there are not included in getting the Duolingo application. Then in terms of appearance, user-friendly appearance and fun presentation of material make Duolingo very helpful for someone in learning English. The Duolingo application is included in the mobile learning category where user can use it anywhere and anytime as long as internet network access is available. That one of the basic consideration for developing mobile-based teaching media is the flexibility in accessing information anytime and anywhere. Next. Okay, the Duolingo application is a free language learning application created by Luis von Ahn and Severin Hacker. This application is mobile in nature. Apart from being available in the web version of Duolingo, it is also available on several operating systems such as Android, iOS, and Windows Phone. Lessons are provided in written and audible form as well as speaking exercises for users. We can practice our English skill by choosing a level according to our abilities. If the level we choose is not successful, then our level will decrease. Then Duolingo can remember when we need to try. It is hoped that using Duolingo will help students learn to speak language more quickly and effectively. This application is very useful in helping to learn to speak and pronounce. The use of the Duolingo application is an alternative that can be used in learning to listen to English. When viewed in terms of effectiveness in learning, the Duolingo application has the potential to provide new learning and experience because students can be directly involved in learning activities. Okay, this is the logo of Duolingo. Okay, that's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for David Hidayatullah. And then we come to the next presenter, Arjuni Lubis. To Arjuni Lubis, time is yours.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will explain about the effectiveness of using Predict in learning process to improving student reading skill. Currently, technology is growing and affecting various aspects of human life. One of the positive impact of the technological development is the ease of accessing information in learning. In the context of learning, technology can be used to increase effectiveness of the teaching and learning process. One of the technologies that can be used in learning is the Predict. Predict is a ball learning platform that allows teachers to create interactive presentation and students to participate in the learning process through their device, and this platform has many benefits for the student learning process, especially in the area of the students' reading skill with various interesting features in the Predict that can help students to improving reading skill. The benefit of Predict in the teaching and learning process, improving student achievement. One of the main benefits of using Predict in learning is increasing student involvement in the learning process. With Predict, teacher can create interactive presentation that allows students to duplicate features to actively participate in the learning process. Students can provide direct response to the material presented by the teacher through interactive features such as multiple choice question, matching words, or writing short answer. This can help students to be more focused and engaged in learning. The next, improve reading skill. The use of Predict in learning can also help improve student reading skill with interactive features such as matching words or writing short, abbreviated answer. Students can practice their ability to read and understand text. In addition, the teacher can also provide direct feedback on the response given by students. This can help students to correct their mistakes and increase their understanding of the material presented. Improving learning quality. The use of Predict in learning can also help improve the overall quality of learning. With the help of Predict, teacher can make presentation more interesting and interactive, so that students are more interested and involved in the learning process. In addition, teacher can also measure student understanding directly through interactive feature such as multiple choice, question, or words matching. This can help teacher to find out how far students understand the material presented and better adjust learning methods. Conclusion. The use of Predict in learning can help increase the effectiveness of learning process as a whole. With the Predict, students can be more effectively involved and focused in the learning process and can practice their reading skill. In addition, the use Predict can also help teachers to make presentation more interesting and interactive, as well as measure student understanding directly. Therefore, predict can be very useful technology in a learning context. I think that's all.
Thank you so much for Ardini Lubis. Now we come to the next for Najla Zahira. So Najla Zahira, time is yours.
Thank you for the host. I'm Najla Zahira and I will explain my presentation. The title is The Effectiveness of Using Linkfish in Developing Student Vocabulary in Writing. Linkfish is a vocabulary app that might struggle to appeal to all learners. It's great for targeting all areas needed to master a language speaking, listening, reading, and writing. But if you are a visual learner, it might not be ideal. The level assessment you will go through at the beginning is also quite monotonous. If you want to learn new vocabulary, I will recommend it, but also check out Memrise. There are definitely better alternatives which you can find on the language resource page. Next. Linkfish is a language learning app that focuses on teaching vocabulary through flashcards. There are a few other features available, but it's really only useful if you want to learn new words in your target language. There is a range of easy to challenging words, so the app works well for beginners to intermediate. Advanced learners might already know most of the words and won't benefit much from Linkfish. Linkfish offers 8 languages, including British English, American English, French, European Spanish, and Latin American Spanish. The Linkfish app doesn't just automatically set a goal to aim for in terms of the number of unique words you have to learn. What makes it great is how it monitors your progress. For example, you can pay attention to the number of kata you have practiced and another app. Next. Despite the few languages on offer, Linkfish is truly a solid learning platform that rewards regular learners with good results. Its intelligent flashcard system that caters to all levels of users and adjusts to their existing knowledge is one of the best we come across building up real knowledge in the target language. We particularly like that all vocabulary is learned in context, helping to immerse oneself in the language and get a feel for it. Next. Overall, Linkfish is a great resource to help train students in the common and essential vocabulary of the language over, because it's so straightforward in its format. Any learner can pick it up and start using it with no trouble at all. Also, Linkfish will guide them through practice and review, so a student can take the time they need to learn the material. I think that Linkfish is really effective for students who want to improve writing skills. Basically, if you want to learn one of these languages or you already learning them, Spanish, French, Portuguese, German, Russian, I highly recommend it checking out Linkfish. It has a free version. Maybe that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to Najla Zahira. Now we come to a question and answer session. If you want to ask a question, raise your hand and mention name. For Sumi Saada.
Okay, I want to ask question to David. So the question is how to use the Duolingo application to improve speaking skills. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for Sumi Saada. Before that, we collect the question first. Is there anybody else want to ask a question?
I want to ask question with Najla. Sorry, moderator. Moderator.
Yes.
I want to ask question with Najla. Is LinkFit good for learning English for beginners?
Okay, thank you for Nur Anisa for the
Moderator, I want us to Juni, Arjuni Lubis.
yes, please, to Rahmatika.
How the teacher can manage the use of paradox in on students' achievement.
Okay, thank you to for Rahmatika. And then more question.
Okay, who's going to ask the question? Answer the question.
As more question.
Okay, I will explain the question about the question by Anissa Kasum. Is Linguist good for learning English for beginners? The answer is of course, because linguists use proven techniques inspired by cognitive theory, such as a spaced repetition. This will help you easily remember the words you've learned when you need them. Long-term recall of new vocabulary is the key to speaking English more fluently. Nur Anissa Kasum, are you maybe?
Thank you for Najla. I mean, with your answer.
Okay, maybe the presenter would like to answer the question.
Okay, I will answer Salma question. How to use the Duolingo application to improve speaking skill? Okay, sorry. The question is how to use the Duolingo application to improve speaking skill. Okay, the Duolingo application is available on the App Store. For the first step is to make sure that smartphone has internet network access. Then download Duolingo application to the App Store. When finished downloading, open the Duolingo application. And the second step, in the initial display, select the Get Starting menu and select the language you want to learn. Then there will be a choice of the list to the goals in which they are relaxed, like 5 minutes a day, ordinary for 10 minutes a day, and serious for 15 minutes a day. Then user can learn English starting from the basic level. Using Duolingo at the basic level, there are English language competencies with include pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary for the question given both in oral and written form. Students who regularly use Duolingo will have their level of difficulty adjust according to their ability. So with this application will help in improving the ability to speak English. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, David. I think I got the point.
Okay, thank you for David Hidayatullah to answer the question. Then, is there anybody who wants to answer a question from the question?
Okay, I will answer the question by Rahmatika. How the teacher can manage the use of verdicts in the classroom on student achievement? I think the teacher can create interactive presentation that allows students to duplicate features to actively participate in the learning process. Students can provide direct response to the material presented by the teacher through interactive features such as multiple choice question, matching words, or writing short answer. And this can help students to be more focused and engaged in learning. Okay, thank you.
Okay, how about the questioner? Can you receive the answer from Arjuni Lubis?
Yes, thank you, Junior Luis. I understand for her answer.
Okay, thank you, Rahmatika and Arjuni Lubis. One more question for Dini Safina. Is there anybody who wants to ask a question for Dini Safina? Okay, so if there is no wants to ask a question for Dini Safina, now we continue the presentation to the next presenter. So now I deliver it to Lulu Karita. Lulu Karita, please.
Okay, thank you for okay, next speakers now by Galih Pratama. So Galih Pratama.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now I'm going to explain about about the effectiveness of geogestic in listening and pronunciation skills, globalization on students' abilities. Next. The first, the definition of geotastic. Geotastic is the best free crowd-funded alternative to GeoGuessr. It is a versatile, free, multiplayer geography trivia game that you can play with your friends and family. You can choose from among different game modes, including random street views, popular landmarks, and a flag guessing mode. There's also a country guessing mode that requires you to guess the correct country using clues and hints. Geotastic is free but requires an account for you to log in and start playing. Players can either create a local game as part of the single player mode or opt for an online lobby for the multiplayer option. For the latter, only the user who creates the online lobby needs an account. Next. Okay. And then, what is the function of Geotastic? Geotastic, in general, is an application that displays a form of country or city where we have to guess what country it is. The function of this application is to learn about the shapes and culture of countries in the world and add to the users insight about the shape of the world map and the layout of city buildings in parts of the world's countries. Next. And then advantage and disadvantage of Geotastic. The advantage of the Geotastic application is that it can explore or show the shapes of cities in parts of the world. This application is not much different in function from Google Maps. It's just that it can be used as a guide. And the disadvantage of the application is that there is just a little explanation of the formation of the country that is shown. We are only asked to guess and find answer for ourselves from the picture of the city in which part of the country. Okay, how to use Geotastic? To use the application is very easy. The method is as follows. First, download the Geotastic application on your computer or mobile and can be downloaded for free at the App Store. And the second, when it has been downloaded, open it. Then make sure your internet is available. And the third, when the application is open, you will see the main menu. Which mode are you going to play, online or single player? And the fourth, when you have entered, you can see and listen to a little explanation from this application about which and when you have entered, you can see and listen to a little explanation from this application about which part of the country have been displayed in the game. And the rest, you have mastered this game. And thank you for listening to.
Okay, the next speakers will be Zora Alia-Putri. To Zora, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for moderator. I'm Zora Putri. Will be present about the effectiveness of Grammarly in developing student sentence structure in writing skills. Accordingly, teaching in revolution means teaching and understand a given topic, apply using what they learn through. Is the rules of grammar help the way writing takes place and ensure that it can be easily understood by the people who read it. Someone may be a very talented acting even if the rules of grammar first mother English on the high level. Understanding and structure and the parts of The rules of grammar help to govern the mechanic of writing, which is what makes the connection between grammar and writing so important. The purpose of studying writing and sentence structure is to make someone easy to write correctly, or even it will smoothen the language being produced. Furthermore, many people who want to study and work overseas, they are required to master English on the higher level. Understanding sentence structure and the different parts of a sentence will greatly improve your writing. By using simple sentences, compound sentences, complex sentences, and compound complex sentences, you can improve your skills and write with clarity and style. And Grammarly can help us for that. Grammarly is an app that can help you to write mistakes-free in Gmail, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and any other app you can use. I hope that with the Grammarly application, teaching learning, especially in writing and sentence structure, can be better with all the features in the applications. And we as students must make the best use of existing technology and as much as possible. And we can take advantage of existing technology to make it easier for us to learn writing and sentence structure as generation 4.0.
Okay, thank you, Zara. Next speaker by Rehan Ramadan. Rehan, please. Rehan hears. Okay. Now, and ask question to the speakers. Rehan hears.
To Raihan Ramadan. To Raihan Ramadan.
To Rehan Ramadan, can you open the camera? Okay, next, we can ask question for the speakers. Who can answer, who can give question for Bali Pratama and Zora Alia Putri?
Is there anybody wants to give a question?
Anybody? Question for the speakers?
Is there any question?
This okay. To January here.
Yes, thank you very much, Sir Adzanil. I'm sorry I couldn't hear the presentation very clearly. However, in regard to the presentation, I would like to ask you a question, guys. What makes you interested to conduct this research? And what do you think is the most significant contributions that you can uh, provide from conducting this study? Thank you. Do you get my question?
Yes.
Okay, the
Miss
question
Lulu?
is for everybody, okay?
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Yanuar.
Okay, is there anybody wants to ask a question again? More?
Yes, Anissa.
Sorry, Mr. January here. Can you write down in your question for chat room? In chat room, can you write your question?
Okay, the questions is good question from Pak Yanuar. Everybody should think what is the best application that you may, as you propose, the best and how the best application to use for English language teaching, and how do you manage the different application in the classroom teaching learning process. I think that's the best question too. So everybody should answer this, how you're going to propose your application for English language teaching learning in the context of e-learning. Okay, everybody should answer this question. Okay, how you can convince yourself at least to the use of the application for English language teaching.
Maybe I can answer a little bit, but if there is a mistake, I apologize. And here, maybe we can use the application consider as what we need. Exactly, much application that used for us to achieving our purpose in study. So, but the best read application that people use sometimes like the Duolingo, Elastic, for example, like that. How about the other presenter? Consider of my answer. Can Mr. Yanwar press your receive my answer? Thank you so much. And then now we come to the conclusions sessions. The first from okay, sorry. For the presenter. Maybe you could give another appropriate answer for this question.
Okay, now the presenter. Gali, what is the main point of your topic you presented just now? What is the main point? What do you want to say? Your very important points. Gali.
Okay, thank you, sir. I think according to my topic is about geotastic, and it's about how to learn pronunciation and with pronunciation with use the geotastic. And what I get with the topic and learn is geotastic show us to the of the work and the buildings or the street. So I think this is very help to learning. Okay, so why that? Because when we saw the picture or the street, so we as the students can imagine how the street, where the street it is, where the country it is. So we can much learn from. I think that's all, sir.
Okay, not too long. Should be very short and clear. What is the main point of your topic? Okay, now David, what is your main point of your presentation today? Be clear, be brief, and be clear. David?
Okay, sir. Our topic today, how to use a Duolingo application to improve our speaking skill. Okay, I wanted to tell, I tried using the Duolingo application on my smartphone. I downloaded that application because I want to learn English every day. The first time you use the application, I'm quite comfortable using it because I was taught to understand spell, listen, and compose sentence. I think this application is suitable for people who want to learn English for the first time. Okay, however, I would recommend it for anyone who want to learn English from the basic. I would suggest to use the Duolingo application. That's all, sir.
Okay. Take note of some important points. Then Arjuni Lubis, what is your main point of your topic today? Be clear, be brief.
Okay, I think the application of Predict in learning can help increase the effectiveness of learning process. With the Predict, student can be more effective and focus in learning process, and can practice their reading skill because the application of Predict can be improving reading skill, improve their achievement, and improving uh, reading skill, improving student achievement, and also improving learning quality. And the use of Verdict can also help teacher to make presentation more interesting and interactive. And measure the student understanding directly. Therefore, Verdict can be a very useful technology in learning context. Okay, sir. I think that's all.
Okay, that's all. Thank you. Then Dini, what is your main point of your topic today? Be clear and be brief.
Okay, based on my topic today is improving writing skill with Coursera app. Coursera app offers a wide range of courses that cater to different levels of writing skill from beginner to advanced. And in English teaching learning, Coursera app can be valuable resources. My point is Coursera offers a vast selection of English language courses ranging from beginner to advanced levels, as I said before, and as well as specialized courses in areas such as business English, academic writing, grammar, and more. And then Coursera collaborate with prestigious universities and institutions worldwide. So we can improve our writing skill with the sources that used in Coursera app. And Coursera's app provides learner with the flexibility to access courses, material, and complete assignment on their own schedule.
Okay.
Maybe that's all, sir.
Okay, thank you. So make sure that the apps you're proposing becomes a better application that could help students learn English better. Okay, Najla Zahira, what's your main point in your proposal, in your presentation about the apps that you are proposing to be the best apps for English language teaching and learning? Najwa.
Okay, based on my topic about Linkfish, with Linkfish, you will start learning the new vocabulary based on the frequency of the everyday use of this word in your target language without skipping basic but important words like connector or nouns. Linkfish is also to help you to learn the most common word first, those that are more likely to come up more often. The benefit of learning the most common words first is that you will be able to have conversation about the daily life or work situation with other native speakers and colleagues from the start. So I recommended Linkfish to everyone who want to improve their vocabulary or writing skill. Thank you, sir.
Okay. The most important thing, you have to make sure that this good to use as the media in the classroom teaching learning process. Maybe in what is it, in the lesson planning, it must be used, and how it is used in the lesson planning. So that's also very important. Zora, what is your main point of your topic to propose today?
Okay, thank you, sir. Like I said before, that the relation between the sentence structure and writing is so important one. The rules of grammar help to govern the way writing takes place and ensure that it can be people who read it. So if you want to improve your writing skills, you can use the Grammarly application because there is some advantages from the Grammarly application. Like you can write confidently because based on the survey of Grammarly users, about 99% of students say that Grammarly Premium can increase their confidence in their written materials. And then the second one, with write can be with clarity. And then the next one, write without the mistakes. Grammarly pre-plan provides spelling, grammar, and punctuation suggestions to help ensure the assignment are mistake-free. And then the next, can improve your grades. Based on survey 2, Grammarly users shows that about 94% of students saw an improvement in their grades when they used a premium Grammarly. And then next, it can help the users of Grammarly to avoid plagiarism. I think that's all, sir.
Okay, thank you. So the most important thing in this webinar, we are not promoting, or we are not selling the application, even though there are many possible applications that we are using for English language teaching and learning. So in this context, we are not promoting this for sale or something like that. But what we are going to do is we are analyzing and looking how effectively this application is used for English language teaching and learning. So that's the most important thing that we have to take into account. So you have to see the weaknesses of maybe the strengths of this. So not only the strengths of this application to use for English language teaching and learning, but the most important thing, you can also see some weaknesses. So that's why we can offer some alternatives, tools or application for English language teaching and learning. The most important thing, we are looking for the best one. So which one is the best? It depends. Depends on how teacher use it in the classroom teaching and learning process. Okay. So in this context, you are studying and analyzing and doing research on these topics, on the use of application in order to make it how well it is used for English language teaching and learning. We are not promoting this for sales, but we are analyzing this in different, in positive and negative sides of using this application. All right, so you still have to work to review and revise again your paper till it better, and then let's say you are going to submit it, if possible to publish it. And thank you very much, everybody, for attending the session today. And I also thank you to Dr. Yanuar from Universitas Bandar Lampung, who also joined the session, even though for a few seconds. Thank you. And I hope that everybody prepare better for upcoming sessions. We still have session 4 next week. So I hope that you can learn from the previous session, this session and previous session. All right, and then prepare better presentation. Don't freeze your presentation room. Okay, don't put yourself in the freezer. But this is the role of the moderator, is to how to offer question and also ask the presenter to answer. Right, that's very important. The moderator play a very important role here to make the traffic of discussions run very well. Okay, if you are quiet and you freeze the situation and everybody is sleeping in the room. Okay. All right, I think that's all for today's session. Thank you, and prepare better for upcoming session. So you still have one more session next week, and anybody who's presenting the upcoming session must prepare the slide as well, review again your paper and revise. That's very important. Practice is also very important. All right, and I'll see you again in the upcoming session. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.